What's up, everybody? King of FOMO here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on CocoScope, as well as my Telegram channel, t.me/KingofFOMO1. Also, make sure you're following all three of my channels. That's the CocoScope channel, the Gem Hunters channel, and my primary channel right here. And of course, follow that Telegram channel as well. In this video, I want to talk about how I got to the level of financial freedom, essentially working from home, and just doing these different types of passive profit platforms. You guys know that watch my channel frequently that King of FOMO is my name and passive profit platforms is my game. I've done tons and tons of these things, and I've really had the opportunity to be really successful with a few of them. So I want to talk about how I got to this point where, at the end of the year, in about 5 or 6 months, I made a goal to get to $1 million, and that goal is realistic. It's not just a goal that people say I want $1 million. It's a goal that I think that is very reachable and attainable due to the fact that I found so many good passive profit platforms. Specifically today, we're going to get into PGI Global, and while we're getting into PGI Global, before we get into that, I want to talk about the Amazon stock and opportunity. So opportunity will pass you by so fast. What a lot of people don't realize is that the opportunity to get whatever they want done in their life oftentimes shows up right in front of their face multiple times throughout their lifetime. But people are very reluctant to reach their arm out and grab a hold of that opportunity for one reason or the other. And I'm guilty of that as well. So just for example, Amazon stock back at the earliest trackable moment on this website, which I think is like May 1st, 1997, was $1.57. Now Amazon has been in front of people's faces. People have known about Amazon since pretty much the early 2000s for a while, and people always had the opportunity to reach out and look into that and dig into Amazon more. And now today we're seeing Amazon at a total of about $3,000. I think it's close to about its all-time high right now. That opportunity has been there for a long time, and ever since the beginning up until now, it's been a good opportunity to take hold of, but people have been reluctant to do so. So I want to show you guys a few quotes as well before I get into PGI Global and the whole presentation and everything, and they're all about opportunity. So this first one is pretty cool. It says, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work," from Thomas Edison. And I do believe that because one of the main things that I hear about people when I talk about a new platform, when I say I want to take this risk, when I say this looks good, is a lot of people will either be very skeptical for many different reasons, or they'll tell me the reason that looks like you need to get a lot of referrals. I can't do that. It looks like you need to put in a bunch of money. I can't do that. I can't work as hard, and the excuses come over and over again because it looks like it's too much work. But at the end of the day, if you do the little amount of work that it takes in some of these opportunities, then within a week or a month or a year's period of time, you'll reduce the amount of work that you have to do for the remainder of your life. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, because they don't even attempt the work to take hold of that opportunity. So two more here. This is another one. Opportunities are like some sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them. And again, I want to bring up particularly with Cash FX Group. So this is another one where I talked about it basically at the launch, at the beginning of it all. And again, many people come in with their skepticism, and of course, skepticism is valued. You should be skeptical with a lot of things that you're doing, but not with everything. And we'll get into that in a little bit too. But with Cash FX Group, joining in here in the beginning, you're getting upwards of 45% a month, every single month up until now, which is about June 20th, June of 2020. And what you're seeing right here is you're seeing a little bit of a decrease in the gains over time. But that's exactly kind of how it works. If you wait too long for that opportunity, the choice is still going to be there, but the opportunity is going to be gone. And I do believe that that's going to be the case with a lot of things. Like, for example, even with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin first came out back in 2010, I was like, man, I want to get me some Bitcoin. But I was very young, and I was like, man, that's too much work. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to get a wallet. I'm just too lazy. I'll do it some other time. And I skipped out on it. And up until now, I could have gotten Bitcoin at that cheap price. And even though I can still get Bitcoin, the opportunity of the gain gains that I could have gotten over that long period of time are completely gone. And I believe that the same thing is happening with a lot of the opportunities that I'm presenting to you guys right here. And then the final quote, you guys kind of saw it up on the screen on the left corner here, is excuses will always be there for you, opportunity will not. You will always be able to come up with an excuse, one reason or another, to avoid doing something, and like I said, that opportunity will disappear at some point in time. So again, I'm re-talking about Cash App or about PGI Global due to the fact that, you know, my other channel, all the videos got taken down from there. So I figured why not just give it another time to shine right here, since again, this is where the majority of my crypto comes from. This is where the majority of my earnings have come from. The opportunity that I've taken with these platforms has gotten me to where I am. And again, full disclaimer, full disclosure right here, just because an opportunity works for one person, just because it works for me, doesn't mean that you're going to get the same results. Nothing is promised in any platform or in any place. And you know, sometimes it works out really well for one person and it doesn't work out really well for another person. So do keep that in mind. But that being said right here, PGI Global has worked out fantastically for me, and we're going to go over the whole presentation. At least I'm going to show you guys what's up with the website and with the upgrades that have been going on since the beginning and all that stuff. But for me, all you can see right here, I've earned about $62,000 here from PGI Global back when I started back in, I believe, March, or like the mid-March, and it's you know, it's been about 4 months since I've gone in there, and I've gotten 62K from my nearly about 50K deposit from the start. And I put in another 50K deposit not that long ago, and the profits from here are still looking fantastic. Now, I do believe that PGI Global is currently in that midpoint of opportunity, and it's going to pass you by. It's going to pass everybody that was looking at it and really contemplating it. It's going to pass a lot of people by that have seen this opportunity in front of their face and decided to skip out on it. Pretty soon here. You know, maybe it might take 6 more months, maybe it might take a year, maybe it might take a couple years, but I do believe like companies change, and that doesn't mean that I think PGI Global is going to disappear or go away or scam out or anything, but you know, like I said before, opportunities are only going to be here for so long. But like I said, this is my 50K package. You guys saw me do this not too long ago, and from 5 days of being in this 50K package, I already got 2.5K out from that one alone, including all of the other stuff. And to show you guys kind of my progress here before we get into the presentation, from when I started, again, I start with skepticism too. I put a little bit in, I test it out, I see what's going on, I test the waters, and you can see here my cash outs were about 1K for the first month of being in this platform. Slowly, I added a little bit more. My cash outs became more and more, and now we're looking at cash outs that are going to look like this number for the duration here until, so my first packages do expire in PGI Global. So let's go ahead and move on over to, let's actually talk about the Facebook next. So a lot of people are like, they don't really do all the due diligence and research that they should do, and I encourage you guys to do that. Don't just rely on me. But if you go to their Facebook page, they're very, very active. This isn't just a company, you know, like those websites that you see that just pop up and give you your percent daily and day by day and eventually just disappear. No, these guys are on it day by day, giving updates every single day for the past 97 days. They've been doing 100 days of financial freedom right here. And you guys can see all the posts right here, all the little quotes they have. You know, it's all motivational stuff. Monday motivation. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Now that's relates to me a lot based on what's happened with my channel. Of course, you're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna run into failures. You're gonna get your YouTube channel deleted. You're gonna you know, run into people that have bad intentions all the time. But it's not whether you get knocked down. That's always gonna happen in life. It's whether you're going to get back up, how you get back up, and what you're gonna do when you get back up. So there's a lot of really good stuff here that kind of motivates me just to succeed in life in general. But of course, that might not be neither here nor there for a lot of people. But again, they have tons and tons of stuff here for you if you're planning on joining PGI Global and you want to tell other people about the system. There's a lot of stuff here that I like am guilty of not utilizing, that you can build your own network with. So this is really, really great, and I might, well, we'll see if they continue to do this for the next 100 days, but I might actually start putting some of this stuff in my Telegram group, because this is, like I said, this is one of the companies that has brought me to where I am. It's like, it really isn't all those other Uniswap altcoins or the little stuff. These are the type of companies that have helped me out in the long run. All right, so let's go ahead and swing on over to the presentation. So this is an older presentation. A lot of things have been updated, and I'll tell you guys what those things are in a second. But there's plenty of other presentations online, which is what I love. It's not just that they update their Facebook group with pictures. These guys do daily Zoom conferences talking to the public and explaining what this is. They've been doing it for 97 days. So if you guys want to get in contact with the people behind PGI Global and ask your skeptical questions, then feel free to do that. Like, don't just let the opportunity pass you by, and then, you know, you're here 300 days later after the opportunity is gone, and then you're asking questions and you miss out on the great gains. So what does PGI Global do? I'm sure you guys have heard some of this spiel a lot before, but they do a lot of different things. So they do crypto trading. That is how they are able to give us back some of our returns. Forex trading, blockchain education. They have e-commerce. They have health products, gadgets, cryptocurrency, and ATM machines. Whenever people are going out to purchase or sell cryptocurrency, those fees are kicked back. There's another platform that I'm doing that's doing this too. Visa and Master debit cards. This was just launched not that long ago. I just ordered my card not that long ago, so I'm excited for that to come. Blockchain, direct referral bonus. They have all kinds of bonuses for building up a team, so that's what all this stuff is right here. They have lots and lots of corporate offices. This is a question that a lot of people have. A lot of people are just confused about whether or not is it actually legal to use this company in my country. So they have offices in many different countries. They have a branch here in the United States, which is a huge deal for me, because the United States is one of the countries that have the strictest restrictions on participating in any type of company similar to PGI Global. So they have a branch here to cover the butts of the people in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in the Philippines, in Singapore, in lots and lots of different places. And they did upgrade to different headquarters as well recently. You have RV Palafox. You can hear all about his story. I'm not going to tell his story over again, because if you Google or if you YouTube PGI Global, he's on almost all the presentations, and he always talks about, you know, his story about his MLM companies, how he lost everything, how he's building it back up, and how he wants to build a business that works for other people, that can help bring other people to financial freedom and success, which is fantastic. You have Helen Graham, who is again the president of PGI Global, is on every single presentation as well, very good at explaining what the company does. And you have a lot of these other people too. I'm not going to read all their names off, but they all have biographies, and they're all present in the company, really just giving people the runaround about what the whole thing does, which is fantastic. The company is large enough as to where, like, you have other companies, like we talked about Soft Trade AI in the past, where you have like one CEO, and then if that person disappears, there's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to figure out. If that person, if anything happens to that person, you're stuck. But this company has a lot of people behind it, which is great. They have many products and services that they offer. Like I said, they have their crypto ATM machines. I think those are coming out soon. They have their debit cards, which just recently released, and they're going to have products available to purchase on the website. The upgrades that they've been doing have been showing us that they have been on putting out the stuff that they said they're putting out. They're not just saying that they have all this stuff and running a Ponzi behind the scenes. At least that's not what it seems like, because it seems like they are actually putting out all the stuff that they say they're putting out, which is fantastic. We talked about their ATM machines, their blockchain workshops. Again, they talk all the time. The X Sanchi is their flagship product. I'm hoping that you can actually order this on the website pretty soon here. But all these types of products are going to help with the people in PGI Global earn their daily earnings. And again, the opportunity is here right now. The percentages that you're seeing right now are here right now. Those could be gone tomorrow, and they could just move on over to just the flagship products, which may increase or reduce the daily earnings from here. So that's why I'm trying to take advantage of it as early as possible. I've already ordered ordered this, I just talked about the debit card. This should be coming. It's a long delivery date, so it's about two months that I'll be waiting for this MasterCard to come in. But with these cards, I believe that what you can do is you can use them just like you saw my back office. I had 62K that I earned. I could use this card to spend that 62K wherever I want. So I think this is going to be a pretty cool addition, and this is kind of what has sort of convinced me to really upgrade even more. I was going to stop because I'm at about 100K in the whole platform altogether. I was going to stop at that, but since they have these cards, it might make it more accessible and easier for me to actually double down in the platform. So it's something that I'm definitely thinking about. And of course, they have their disclaimer right here, which you guys should definitely read all the disclaimers, the terms and conditions for everything for that. Their compensation plans are as follows. They have lots of different packages. Now, again, I always recommend when you're doing any type of platform, if you're doing the smallest package, it should only be to test out the platform. It really shouldn't be to make a lot from the platform, because the fees will add up, and the fee is $19 every time you purchase a package. You can purchase any amount of packages, any combination of packages. Every time you purchase a package, it'll be that $19 fee, and you'll earn on that package as well. So I have a couple 20K packages, I have one 50K package, I have a 10K package, so you can mix and match and buy them whenever you want. And you'll have access to the platform, the tools, the revenue stream possibilities, and a lot of different things. They do have bonuses if you're building a team. The thing I like about PGI Global, let me just see if I can show you guys this. The thing I like about PGI Global is this left and right points. A lot of people freak out about this and don't know how to build a team. You don't have to worry about that. You can use the weak leg link, and it will do it for you. It will build out your left side and your right side on your own, so you don't have to worry about any of this points, and you'll be qualified for the binary on your own without even having to build a team on both sides. So that's really, really cool. Let's see what else they have here. They have their boost up bonus, which is it's really good for people that are just starting. You can actually get bonuses for referring people in the first 30 days that you're in, renewal bonuses, all kinds of stuff like that. Let's see what else we have here. We talked about binary. The boost up is right there. I'm not going to get too much into the boost up or all this binary stuff, because again, the key point that I want to bring out here is you can maximize your wealth by really building out a team. So that is important. That's a whole separate opportunity thing that I want to save for a separate video about how to team build and what to do to team build. But it's definitely going to help you a lot if you're doing that in all of these platforms. So their payouts for if you're withdrawing Bitcoin, there's an 8% fee, and when those debit cards come as well, again, there's an 8% fee for using that debit card to basically excuse me, it's the same thing as withdrawing, since you're using it from your funds in here. And they also have some prizes as well, so I'm looking forward to trying to win at least one of these prizes. These prizes are a little bit hard to win when you're team building with people who are not team builders, but I'm going to try my best. Right here they have a pen that they're going to give away. They have some iPhones or some Samsung phones that they're going to be giving away, and it really just depends on your volume on both sides and how many people are underneath you. They have a MacBook Air. Now, in other companies, I've gotten up to like level 4 in other companies, so they have a lot of things to do here, and a lot of people say they don't actually give away those prizes. Well, the companies, they do give away the prizes, because it is a lot of work to get to some of these higher levels. Level 5 is going to be the Honda Civic. You got your Rolex watch, you got your Mercedes, your Tesla, your Lambo, your house, and your sports car. Very rarely do people ever get to level 9 or 10 in any type of platform. It's extremely difficult to do that, but nonetheless, it's nice to see that they're offering those prizes. So that is PGI Global in a nutshell. And like I said, it's worked out really, really nicely, and I've talked it up. Like I've really just lifted it up on a pedestal since I've started it. And if I go back over to my chart right here, this is pretty much the highest. I'm not really going to put NetPlay in there because NetPlay has some issues with the United States in particular, but this is the highest platform that has been paying out in the past 6 or 7 months out of all the most reputable ones that I could find that are out there. Now, again, these other ones, like when I've talked about CashFX Group in the past, they have kind of beaten out PGI Global in the past, but opportunity will pass you, and if you're starting off now and you're looking at PGI Global and you're saying, let me think about it some more, then do that. Think about it and make your decision. If you decide, nah, it's not for me, then great. You've made a great decision, and continue on, and I hope you find what you're looking for. But if you decide, yeah, I'm going to try it out, then decide that sooner rather than waiting an extra 5 or 6 months and seeing more and more opportunity just pass you by. So that is PGI Global. Again, we'll see what happens from here on in terms of me doing upgrades. Honestly, the way that it looks for me is I'm always on the lookout for passive profit platforms, and the newest one that I'm in is called Battalium, and that's pretty good, but it doesn't really have my stamp of approval as much as PGI Global. So if anything else comes out that gets the stamp of approval better than this or equal to this, then I will redirect my funds to that other new platform. But for now, the majority of my funds are kind of in a position to be redirected towards here, because it is still the highest earner and the one that I like and personally trust the most, because I did my own research and due diligence. And I hope that you guys comment on my channels and tell me what you guys like the most, whether it's this, something else entirely. I'll be happy to see what you guys have done in your due diligence and research. But I did just want to highlight PGI Global as, put it back up on the pedestal a little bit to let you guys know kind of how it's working. And don't take my word for it. Go to their Facebook group, follow their Facebook group, and I'm gonna try and be better at this and give you guys the links to all this stuff so you guys are in the loop for these platforms. But it's hard to keep up with so much stuff when you're doing so much. But that is everything for today, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button no matter what platform you're on. If you're on CocoScope, I'm really going to be looking at my CocoScope adopters. If you wanted to adopt me on CocoScope, which cost about $5, then what I'm going to be doing is a $1,000 giveaway, and that is as a result of platforms like this. So you can thank PGI Global for me doing those type of $1,000 giveaways. So if you are an adopter of me, within about, like I say, 2 months max, 59 days ish, I'm going to be doing a $1,000 giveaway, or at least up to $1,000 to my adopters. Just fill out the form in my Telegram channel and be an adopter there. Not required, just for those of you guys who kind of want to play along. Alright, so I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet. Peace out.